Hello, my name is Annie Boustead. I'm an assistant professor at the School of Government and Public Policy at the University of Arizona. This fall, I'll be teaching modern cannabis policy, prohibiting, legalizing, and regulating a commonly used substance in the UA's Community Classroom series. U.S. cannabis policy has been evolving rapidly over the last few decades, since the passage of California's Proposition 215 in 1996. Since that time, cannabis use has become legal, in some form or another, in more than 30 states. These laws have varied, both across states and over time, in remarkable and subtle ways. Because cannabis is used by millions of people in the US every month, changing the way we regulate cannabis has potential to impact many people's lives. Legalizing cannabis makes it more available, which might change the number of people who consume it and how much of it they consume. There's also been a lot of interest in whether changes in the consumption of cannabis might change how people consume other substances, particularly alcohol and opioids, which is especially important given the public health costs associated with alcohol and opioid use. Moreover, the regulations themselves may have costs in terms of entangling people in the criminal justice system. Making good cannabis policy involves figuring out how to identify and weigh these costs and benefits. This is particularly important because states have many policy options for managing them, and knowing what works and what doesn't will help them make choices that improve the health, safety, and welfare of their residents. In this class, students can expect to explore how cannabis has been regulated in the US, talk about the evidence that's been developed on the effects of these regulations, and how that evidence is and isn't reflected in policy making. We're going to talk about what we've done in the past and what we can do to do better. I'm very excited to be teaching this class, particularly given how rapidly changing cannabis regulation is in this country and what changes we might expect in the future with the 2020 election. If this sounds interesting to you, please join me for the UA Community Classroom on modern cannabis policy.